We will work with anybody across that aisle if they are there to work to move America forward. But let me be very clear. If their agenda is simply investigations, impeachment, and not focused on the hardworking American public, we'll be there to defend the American public.
That's Kevin McCarthy, former toasted sandwich slinger and the current House Majority Leader. He's in charge of helping the Republican agenda get through Congress and likely protecting the president. He's outnumbered, and some sources say he's not tough or smart enough for the job.
You know, Kevin McCarthy is out. You know that, right? And they're giving me a lot of credit for that because I said you really need somebody very, very tough and very smart.
Kevin Owen McCarthy was born in 1965 to working-class Democrats in Bakersfield, California. McCarthy worked to pay for his first semester at Bakersfield College, a community college. After reselling cars he bought at auctions in LA, he decided to try his luck on a scratcher. He won $5,000 and with it opened up Kevin O's Deli at just 19 years old. The deli served up toasted subs, which McCarthy thinks he invented. He claims his establishment was Subway before Subway, but perhaps Subway during Subway would have worked better as there was already a Subway in the same town. Much like Subway lied about the length of their foot-long subs, McCarthy may have been lying about everything, at least according to a Washington Post fact-checker piece. According to the Post, McCarthy couldn't have won the lottery at 19. The California lottery didn't start selling tickets until 1985, when McCarthy would have been almost 21. And as far as his very own deli goes, it was apparently just a counter and a refrigerator in his aunt and uncle's yogurt shop. In a 1986 review of the shop, the writer noted, "Kevin O's is located in a corner of McCarthy's yogurt. The full official name is Kevin O's Delicatessen, but that's an exaggeration. The deli is only a counter and refrigerator in McCarthy's dining room." It is unclear if he invented toasting subs. Either way, McCarthy claims he ran the deli for 2 years before selling it and using the funds to go to college. But the Post alleges this too is false. A spokesman for Cal State Bakersfield said the school records show McCarthy started school in 1987, 1 year after the deli opened. McCarthy's effort to allegedly embellish his small business didn't wane over the years.
I was able to start a business when I was 19. I used to own a deli, and the struggles of what you go through. I think it holds me more accountable. I get to serve constituents.
While he was at California State University, Bakersfield, McCarthy applied for an internship for local California Congressman Bill Thomas. He didn't get the gig, but later became his district director.
Actually, the thing I'm probably proudest of is
in 2002, McCarthy was elected to the California State Assembly, becoming the Republican leader during his freshman term in 2003. After Thomas retired in 2006, McCarthy entered the Republican primary for California's 23rd district and won his boss's seat handily, with 71% of the vote in the general election. He won re-election 6 times, all the way to 2018, and boy did he spend a ton along the way. McCarthy once gave his colleagues in the California Assembly framed photos of Theodore Roosevelt, which were reportedly valued at $300 a piece. Cool gift. And in his 2014 run, McCarthy, through his re-election campaign and leadership PAC, spent $140,000 at steakhouses alone. He also spent $426,000 on private jets. But in 2015, McCarthy had his sights set on something even bigger. More steak. I'm just kidding. When John Boehner announced he was going to resign as Speaker in 2015, McCarthy announced his candidacy for the role, but it was short-lived. Less than a month later, McCarthy unexpectedly dropped out of the race. A couple of factors were seemingly involved in his abrupt ending. Rumors of an affair with a colleague circulated, and after the House established the Select Committee on Benghazi to allegedly investigate what happened around the terrorist attack in Benghazi, McCarthy bragged that the committee was destroying Hillary Clinton's poll numbers.
Everybody thought Hillary Clinton was unbeatable, right? But we put together a Benghazi special committee, a select committee. What are her numbers today? Her numbers are dropping. Why? Because she's untrustable.
Republicans weren't thrilled with his admission, and in October 2015, McCarthy dropped out of the race.
I think we're only going to be stronger. We fought hard to win this majority and turn this country around, and this will be our best footstep for.
When news broke of the Russians hacking the DNC, McCarthy openly discussed Trump's controversial relationship with Putin. In a private conversation between McCarthy and Paul Ryan, McCarthy said, "I'll guarantee you that's what it is. The Russians hacked the DNC and got the op research they had on Trump." And then he adds, "There's 2 people I think Putin pays, Rohrabacher and Trump." There's laughter in the room. And then McCarthy adds, Swear to God. Paul Ryan is stepping down at the end of his term, and McCarthy easily won an internal party election against Jim Jordan to take over as minority leader in January. But McCarthy almost ruined his chances once again. Ahead of the 2018 midterms, McCarthy posted a tweet asserting that Jewish political donors like George Soros were trying to buy the midterms. McCarthy posted the tweet after Soros received a pipe bomb in the mail. When McCarthy takes over as minority leader in January, he is slated to work with Democrats, so long as it's not exposing the president. A big shift from what he was willing to do with the previous president.
I think when I watch a president stand in the well and say, I'll use my phone and my pen to go around the Constitution, and people stand up and applaud, I don't care if that person's a Republican or Democrat. That's not the country, what the Constitution says to do. So whether this person in the administration is Republican or Democrat, I think you need a check and balance.